We're gonna see how this stuff performs. That's the best way. I've tested it in a couple different mediums. There are a lot of bubbles. I am terrified to pour this because I feel like there's no way that those bubbles are gonna come out, but we're gonna test it. We'll see what happens. I don't know if you guys saw my video where I made this little, like a DIY drying box or whatever from, they're just like dollar store supplies. So we're just gonna pour it in one of these and see what we get tomorrow. I'm not adding anything because I just wanna see what it looks like how clear it dries. I'm not gonna fill it up all the way because I just wanna see like how does that dry. So we're gonna do all the things that I normally do. Bounce it around, maybe spray it with some rubbing alcohol, let it sit for 24 hours, and I will get back to you. It's been 24 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and demold this and this. And we're gonna see how this stuff performs. That's the best way. I've tested it in a couple different mediums to see. This is glittery. Let's do this one first. I made just like an X and an O for the upcoming Valentine's Day. And I just used that HTV glitter. First off, it popped right out. This also deals with the HTV Ront glitter. You can see that it didn't really drop too much, which I love that. Let me show you from the side. You know, sometimes when you use glitter, like you'll pull it and all the glitter will be on the bottom. Look, it's dispersed pretty evenly. That's good to know. Like if you were using this to make keychains, nice. I'm happy with this. Let's pull this guy out. It just hops right out of the mold. This was me just not being great at pouring, but oh, it just flaked right off. Okay. So let's look at the side on this one. Yeah, same thing. The glitter's kind of dispersed throughout. Happy with that so far. Let me bring you in a little closer. Guys, I just want to make sure you can see from here. Look, no air bubbles, nothing. And I was worried because when I first put this down, y'all saw it was, I poured this one with the freshly mixed epoxy, and then I had extra, which I had been stirring and it had been sitting for some time. So take that into account with whatever happens here. But this one I mixed and I poured fresh. So let's see what happened. And I didn't pour it very deep because I wanted to see the, oh, what do you guys think? It's very clear. I can see a fair amount of microscopic bubbles, which is a little disappointing. That's too bad. I was really hoping. Okay, so there's that. And then this guy who I poured pretty thick, but again, this had been sitting for quite some time. So, oh no. Y'all, it looks like a bath bomb. I don't love that. Look, can y'all see? Let me go grab some from a different brand of epoxy that I did a test on. Hang on. This is the Dr. Crafty resin, and I did a review on this years ago and got sidetracked with like all the stuff that was happening in the world and didn't end up using the rest of the bottles. But that's what this is. And look, you guys tell me. Dr. Crafty craft resin. I mean, I know this one has glitter in it, but it's perfectly clear. And from the side, I can see the air bubbles in here even from the side. Now this looks like yellowy, and that's because of the gold. That has nothing to do with the resin. Huh. Well, that is disappointing because that will be going back for sure. I was hoping to try a new resin. I don't even know why, because I had no problems with this at all. It had been a couple years, and I opened up Amazon to see what the bestseller was, and it was this craft resin stuff. And yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the application. If you're mixing it with things, I don't know, now that I'm like really looking at it, it looks a little cloudy here. Go get some of the keychains that I made a couple years ago. All of these are, what is this? Dr. Crafty. Guys, I don't care which one you buy. Buy whatever you want. I'm just showing you what happened when I tested them. I'm looking in the viewfinder and it looks the same. Like they both look perfectly clear, but from this far away, they're both perfectly clear. But I mean, if you get right up on top of them, yeah. This has little air bubbles. I guess I will go either just order some new Dr. Crafty or test another one for you guys. I would certainly say several years later, I mean, you can see some yellowing, right? So accidental other product test here. This is many years later, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely, but it's hard to tell because yeah, even this one looks a little yellow. It's not bad though. This one, and this is Dr. Crafty, and you can see that's pretty yellow, right? So actually on second thought, I won't order Dr. Crafty again. All right, well, back to the drawing board. Anyways, I hope you guys found that helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.